G'day, and welcome to our bonus episode on Lightning Ridge. It's just me, Jojo, again, as Casey has been busy preparing for a life on the road starting in the end of this month. I do miss my sidekick, but we will be recording together again soon, I promise. Lightning Ridge is a small, quirky, outback town in northwestern New South Wales. Part of the Walgett Shire, this quaint town is situated near the border of Queensland and about 720 kilometres from Sydney. It is home to the one and only Black Opal. And here, it looking absolutely decimated, much like Kalgoorlie in WA. Population unknown, and they like it that way. Autonomy is key to some of the local folk out here. Artists that are settled in Lightning Ridge are a big draw to visitors, and much of the artwork is dotted across town. With the discovery of opal in 1905, people flocked. Not quite like the gold rush, but over time, the desire to discover some of the rarest opals in the world have drawn people from all over our realm. Residents who do choose to camp in Lightning Ridge are very unique and are strong mentally and physically, as conditions here are harsh, particularly in the summer. The camps are modest and reminded me of how our early settlers may have lived. Although this diamond in a rough, called Amigo's Castle, was quite remarkable. It's so unusual, but somehow completely fits in. The magnificent yet incomplete castle was the subject of legal battle, as its builder did not build it to code. So after the threat of it being bulldozed, the castle was hastily heritage listed to secure it as a tourist attraction. The 15-metre tall structure is the work of Vittorio Stefanato, who is locally known as Amigo. He began to build this rustic Italian ruin by hand, starting in the 1970s. They tell us he collected all the rocks within the region and painstakingly pieced it together like a puzzle. It took him about 40 years to get to this point. Water found in the bore baths at Lightning Ridge come from the Great Artesian Basin and said to be 2 million years old. Natural pressure sends water to the surface through an artesian bore, and it maintains a temperature between 40 and 50 degrees Celsius. It is said that there once lay an inland sea. Lightning Ridge is home to the Australian Opal Centre, which houses the most significant collection of opalized fossils and other opal-related items. In 2019, bones of a long-extinct giant mammal and reptiles were discovered in the riverbed between Barwon River, exposed by drought. The fossilized remains of megafauna, the great ancestors of the continent's modern animals, were found by a member of Walgett's Indigenous community, and were later identified by the University of New England scientists. They are now analysing the finds. And, to me that seems like it's a missing piece to this giant puzzle that we are trying to put together. Will we ever get the true answers from the New England scientists? I don't know.
Places like here, you can see where the drives are up at the back, further along here. These were dug right out here, and you could actually walk up through there, but instead of dragging your mullock or your toe dirt out all the way, they just throw it up these unused, abandoned drives.
The mullock is the stuff you don't want, right?
Yeah, it's the lower end
The
stuff.
lower level.
Yeah.
Which gives you like the ground surface really, because...
Something to walk on.
Yeah, something to walk on, yeah.
So you can stand here, instead of crawling along in your guts all the way, you can stand up and walk along it.
And then you've also got what you want to look at almost at eye level or at a different, at a better level.
Yeah. Another spot here is just a mouse hole, air vent.
Yep.
So, crawl space. You'll notice that's a soft section there. That's actually another drive that's going down to a lower level. There's another sandstone level there, and they went down under that to take a look at it. There's also another drive on the other side there that's been boarded up. This here is your emergency exit. Please don't turn your head and look up. You're wearing a hard hat for a reason, so anything falls on it, it's protected. You turn your head and look up, your face is totally open. You want to take a look at it, hold your phone out there and take a selfie.
I'll do that. Oh, I see. There we are. Look at that. The simplest form of mining, carried out in early days of opal mining, is by shaft sinking with a pick and shovel. A shaft is sunk straight down until a promising opal dirt is discovered. The miner would then branch out sideways, following the level of opal. At Lunatic Hill Open Cut, you can see a cross-section, and the cross-section provides a wealth of valuable information about opal mining and opal formation. The exact timing and mechanism of opal formation is an area, kind of a grey area, I guess you could say, and is still an active part of scientific research. So how is an opal formed anyway? Opal is formed from a solution of silicon dioxide and water. As water runs down through the earth, it picks up silica from sandstone and carries this silica-rich solution into cracks and voids caused by natural faults or decomposing fossils. As the water evaporates, it leaves behind a silica deposit. This cycle repeats over a very long period of time, and eventually opal is formed. Lightning Ridge has a history of intrepid exploration of a sunburnt country once belonging to a far distant past. Or maybe subject to a more recent cataclysmic event. Opals to me resemble melted glass under extreme pressure and heat. And now that we know that opals are a composite of silica, it makes me wonder what melted stained glass windows might look like. This town full of colourful characters makes it a must-see. Until next time, cheers.